Hey everyone, welcome back to Screen Innovations. Today we are going to go over how to program a keypad using the SDN programming kit. The SDN programming kit is for setting up keypads and motors if there is not a control system. Let's go ahead and get started.
Now, in here we have 8 buttons. There are 8 buttons on the keypad. These are our 8 buttons, switch DC numbers 1 through 8. Buttons 1 through 5 are the top 5 buttons on the keypad. Buttons 6, 7, and 8 are the stop, down, and up functions at the bottom of the keypad. All of these can be configured independently for different functions, for different motors and or group of motors. So in here, each button on this keypad can be configured for several different options under either a press, hold, or release function. These functions can be an up command, down, stop, a go to intermittent position, move to next intermittent position up, next intermittent position down, or a go to percentage, say 25%, 75% up. Now, they can also be configured for kind of multiple commands from a single button. So in this case, we could say on button 1, when I press the button, move up. When I release that button, stop. And I can do that for any of the group all, which can be set here under set all group address. We can set it for motor all, which would be every motor in the project from the field here. Or we can use the specific group or address of a specific motor, which can be set here. So with each button, we can configure any set of motors and or groups for any function. Now that we have the buttons configured for what we would like each function to do for each button, there's also a sequence button here at the bottom. When selected, you can see that the text is highlighted in purple. This lets you know that it is now in sequence mode. What sequence does is these 3 buttons are now used in sequence. So if I press that button once, I get an up function. If I press it twice, I get the second function. If I press it a third time, I get the stop function, and so on. So this will go button 1, 2, 3, and then it goes up. 4, 5, back down, 6, 7. So as long as I keep tapping that button, it's going to cycle through these functions. Now, once all of the buttons have been configured and we have a configuration as we need it, we would want to set that configuration to the keypad. And that's done from the set config button at the top left. Now, once we set that configuration, it's always nice to go back and clear the data so that we can get that config to verify that it's been taken. So I've now set this configuration on my keypad. I can use the clear data field to default every function in the keypad settings. And then using the get config button here, it will pull the commands from the keypad from that current configuration. This helps us verify what configuration has been actually set to the keypad. Now, once this has been completed, once all of the buttons have been configured, we can also save these settings. This is very useful if you, say, have 10 or more keypads on a project. You can create a default configuration, save those settings, and then import those settings to apply to another keypad. This way you'd only have to change some minor things such as button presses or maybe just a group address to apply those same functions to another keypad in the project.
For more information, check out our new AI Help Center. It has articles and videos over everything. Thank you for watching.